G'day everyone, it's Justin and Matt, a couple of dads again from Australia, and today we're coming to you from a 2017 Tesla Model X. Now mate, last year we drove the Model S from Tesla.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome car, wasn't it?
P90D.
P90D, yeah.
Awesome
great
car. Yeah.
Great car. So I thought we'd follow it up and drive their family-friendly electric vehicle, which is their Model X. Now, the Model X is an SUV. Normally, SUVs probably don't tickle our fancy too much, do they?
Not from the fun factor, family friendly, absolutely.
Yep.
Fun factor, not so much.
Now this Model X is new to Australia. I think it only came out late last year, early this year. Now it comes in a 5-seat, 6-seat or 7-seat configuration if you want it. The one we're in today, we've got the hamburger with the lot. We've got the P100D. Now the P stands for performance. The 100 is the battery size, which is the biggest that is available for Tesla, and the D is for dual motors. So it's actually electric motor in the front, electric motor in the back, driving both wheels. So effectively, it's all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Performance figures for this thing.
Oh, come on, lay it on us, Justin.
Okay. Probably the world's fastest SUV, I reckon. 0 to 100 in about 3.1 seconds.
That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's full electric. It's not a hybrid or anything like that. It's got a range of around about 542 k's on a full charge. Which for Australia, I think that'd get you a fair amount of distance, isn't it? So, yeah. You've also got those supercharge outlets from Tesla where you can recharge it driving Sydney to Melbourne. I think they're rolling it out to go Sydney to Brisbane now and things like that. So, it's coming along. One interesting point that the guys from Tesla mentioned to me when I picked up the car, it's already been hardwired with all the bits and pieces required for eventual full autonomous driving. So it's got all the cameras on the sides and sonar and radar and everything ready to go. It's just that they just have to wait for the software, I guess, to be updated to that level and to abide by, I suppose, the laws. Australia, we're a bit behind in terms of keeping up with the tech and everything. We'll have to wait and see how that goes.
That will be interesting to see how they approach that to make the most of what this car has to offer. And to that point, if they ever do.
Well, it's coming, I'd say. Our kids will probably end up driving around in autonomous cars. But it's very, very interesting to see that we're in one of the first pioneers of that technology, isn't it? I mean, effectively, this thing with all the tech in it, the 17-inch screen again, feels like a mobile phone, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And the way they update the information to the car, it's not as if you've got to take it in and then they plug it in and all that. It's all wirelessly transmitted down to the car. It's amazing technology.
Oh, it is. It certainly takes it to the next level.
Yeah.
And even to that effect, from the Model S, this seems to be another evolution to that philosophy.
Well, it's got the practicality, hasn't it? I mean, if SUVs are the very, very popular modes of transport in Australia, aren't they? So to have a full electric SUV is brilliant, and it's got intelligent chairs in the rear that fold forward when you need to get into the back and everything, and fold the other seats forward, which is brilliant. Yeah. The whole car is just controlled by the 17-inch touchscreen here. Like, you can open all the doors, shut all the doors. But one of the great features that gets a hell of a lot of attention when you drive this car, or park it actually, those Falcon wing doors. Like, it's just from Back to the Future, isn't it? It's like a DeLorean.
It is super cool. Not in a geeky way either, because they're practical.
Yeah, that's exactly
form
right.
And function.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got like a baby or a toddler or something, and you need to put that baby seat in the middle row, you can actually stand up and put the baby or little kid into that seat without any dramas, because you've got the height, isn't it? So, fantastic.
And it looks cool.
Yeah, I won't argue with you there. That's good. So, mate, how's she drive? What do you reckon?
It's super easy to drive. It really is. The throttle's a bit different to what you're used to, the deceleration factor, so you hardly have to lean on the brakes. It's just easy. Visibility through this panoramic windscreen is awesome.
It's like being in a helicopter, isn't it?
It
it's
is.
Like you've got this view right up the top that just goes all the way back.
Yeah.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I'd hate to see how much this would cost to replace. Hopefully never have to get windscreen insurance, people.
Don't worry about it. Enjoy the drive.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But because the same philosophy as the Model S, it's simple inside, fit for purpose. There's that one again. But it just works. It's nice and easy. The screen's awesome.
2 buttons in the whole car, isn't it? It's like,
It's got that virtual cockpit. I don't know what Tesla call it, but that's what I call it. And it's just simple. It works. It's intuitive. The steering's nice for full electric. It's a nice place to be in.
Well, mate, considering it's running 22-inch wheels too, the ride's pretty good. I mean, it's on air suspension. So, you can fully adjustable up and down, etc.
Yeah.
And, the technology is so good that the car is actually sending information to Tesla about the road we're actually on at the moment. So in future, other Teslas that go down this same road will know there's a bump here, so we'll need to raise the suspension here or something like that. Like,
my goodness.
That's incredible, isn't it?
That's another level. It really is. It's amazing. And
but I was going to say, mate, that technology does come at a price. Well, the performance comes at a price, I suppose. I mean, the Model X in Australia starts off with a 75D model, and I think in New South Wales it's around about the 130 mark. I think maybe around that price. The one that we're in today, this hamburger with the lot, $305,809.
I'm glad I'm sitting down. Wow.
But if you think about it, like, say for example, if you're looking at a prestige SUV like a Range Rover or something like that, they're not cheap either now.
No, that's true.
Like, they're $200,000-$300,000 for a top of the range one as well.
Yeah.
But you've got something very special in one of these, isn't it?
This feels special.
Yeah,
it does.
That performance, as we mentioned, the 0 to 100 3.1 comes from 2 motors, front and rear, in the car. I think I did a quick calculation on how much sort of power and torque this thing's putting out. Front motor puts out about 193 kilowatts, 330 newton meters of torque. The rear engine puts out about 375 kilowatts, 650 newton meters of torque, giving it a grand total of front and rear 568 kilowatts, 980 newton meters of torque.
Oh.
I mean, admittedly, it's not a lightweight. This thing's well over 2 ton in terms of weight, but boy, oh boy!
Wow!
And it's just instantaneous.
That's the thing. You expect it to perform well, and you expect it to perform to a certain level, but then your mind thinks, it's a big car, it's heavy, it's over 5 meters long.
Yeah.
Put your foot down and it completely rearranges what you need to think about.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel like it's a 5 meter long car too, this thing, does it?
It doesn't at all.
No.
It wraps around you.
Yep. Now, mate, just on the price of this car, according to Tesla here, it's the P100D, with the the dual motors and everything, 201,100. Probably got about $20,000 worth of options on this particular car, including the the Ludicrous mode as well.
Right.
And with all the taxes, like that's the thing that gets me about having an eco-friendly car in Australia, is that you don't get any credit for wanting to have a eco-friendly car like in other countries. You still have to pay luxury car tax on this car. You still have to pay GST. You still have to pay stamp duty in New South Wales. Like, it's got almost $14,000 worth of New South Wales stamp duty just to register the bloody thing as well. Yeah. So,
I know in California these are a lot cheaper, or relatively cheaper than in Australia because of the subsidies for an environmentally friendly car. Why can't we do that here?
Yeah. Okay, mate. You've had a drive of the Model X. What do you reckon?
It's fun in a way. It's fun in a straight line. A little bit detached from the driving experience when you're in it. It's definitely family friendly. Different
to the Model S in terms of the driving experience?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
No,
all right.
The fundamentals are there, the DNA is there. You can feel that similarity. Obviously, the noise factor or lack of is there.
Yep.
Performance-wise, it feels very similar in a straight line.
Yep.
But saying that, it defies the dimensions of the car.
Yep.
When you're driving, it wraps around you. The cabin's brilliant.
The family friendliness of it, it's won me over that way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just have a look at that. That's so cool.
That is so cool.
Like, seriously.
But it's practical too. Like you can actually, stand up straight. Well, tall people.
Yeah.
Without any dramas getting in and out of the car. Like that's just brilliant, isn't it?
Exactly right. Getting in and out.
Yep.
Easy.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. The soft closed doors and.
Yep.
It's a cool car.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is.
Most definitely.
And you know what? You rock up somewhere and pull out the front, it will turn heads. Because I don't need to say any more. Look at that.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow,
yeah.
It's cool. Definitely
but
cool.
From a practical standpoint, this car's got a hell of a lot going for it too, hasn't it?
It does.
It's available 5, 6, 7 seat configuration in the back. The seats are actually intelligent seats. They'll move forward and you've got boot space. You've got a pretty big boot in the front. You've got a pretty ample boot in the rear.
Yeah.
You've got ample range to actually make it a family friendly sort of car. So mate, it's got a lot going for it.
And
apart from the price.
Yeah, the price for this particular config is obviously up there.
No.
And you know what? I probably never thought I'd say this, but it's probably got a bit too much performance.
Okay.
Bit too much power.
I never thought you'd say that either.
I don't know who I am, to be honest. But for the purpose of this vehicle, I don't think it needs as much as it has.
Yeah.
If you're going to go this way, it's a little bit extravagant.
Yeah.
You just tick the box because you can rather than because you need to. But saying that, it is cool in a straight line. That thing, it just rearranges your internal organs. There's no other way to put it. And you feel it and it's relentless.
Okay.
And that's great.
All right. So the X Factor question, what would you do? Would you look at this thing if you've parked it or look at the reflection of it when you're driving past?
I think it's all in the name. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got the X Factor.
Yeah. It's different. Yeah.
It's different.
It's just different. Yeah.
It really is. I think it looks good.
I think for Tesla's, for their, all credit to them for, going down the road of trying to do an SUV that's also environmentally friendly and practical.
Yeah.
Mate, they've done a great job with it.
They have.
Yeah.
I think it's a winner.
Job. Yeah, okay. Just want to put a great big thank you out to Tesla Australia for the loan of the Model X today. And again, just want to put out a big thank you to everybody out there for keeping the views up. Like, it's just crazy.
It's great.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So I guess thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.
Bye.